Hi, I'm Becky Brune. I have been trying to learn to speak French since 1973, and this year I'm going to France to try to complete the task. Do you research places before you go? I don't. I usually just count on my own curiosity once I get there. But I decided to do a little digging into the history of where I'm going, southwest France. Nouvelle-Aquitaine, Dordogne, Eymet. The one thing I already knew was Bordeaux, and by that I mean the wine, not the town. And I'd heard of Bergerac, as in Cyrano de Bergerac, but that's kinda it. So if you are a history buff, I am chastened to the tips of my toes. I had no idea. In 1868, a contractor near Les Uzes train station accidentally found the remains of Cro-Magnon man. From the Stone Age, 50,000 years ago. There are cliff dwellings from that time all around there, and 1 million visitors every year come to Les Uzes. Yeah, a little history. In the 1940s, some boys were looking for their dog, and they found the painted caves of Lascaux. 17,000 years ago, after the last ice age, the Magdalenians painted them. Also in the neighborhood, again, many visitors every year. The area has an almost unfathomable history of political conflict. Julius Caesar conquered Gaul, which included Nouvelle-Aquitaine, in 50 BC. After the Roman Empire, the Visigoths, the Franks, the Moors, and then Charlemagne declared his son the king of Aquitaine. Then lots of changing of hands in the 10th, 11th, and 12th centuries. Eymet, the town where I'll be, was built in 1229. They built a lot of these little villages, basically as a way to colonize the wilderness. And then when the 100 Years' War started in 1337 against the English, that area became a battleground, very important battleground, and so those little towns were fortified and became part of the war. Shakespeare's famous Henry V Battle of Agincourt speech is from the 100 Years' War, not in that area farther north. And that war ended in 1453 when the British lost. In the 16th and 17th centuries, the area was a Protestant stronghold, and they were persecuted by the Catholics, French Catholics, including Cardinal Richelieu, who was the villain in The Three Musketeers. After the French Revolution, Aquitaine was divided into smaller districts, including Dordogne. And there was horrific Nazi activity in the area during World War II. So yeah, some history. The history of the wine trade is often intertwined with the political history. Wine was either a point of destruction, the Moors, they didn't like it, or of attraction with the Visigoths. The Visigoths were apparently big drinkers. The castles and chateaus in the area are left over from wars. There are churches and sites of pilgrimage and many of these fortified towns. Eymet is a well-documented destination for British expats. They lost the war, but they're retiring there. It's about 25% Brits. And the restaurants and cafes and activities in the town reflect that. When I have one of those dreams, those nightmares where it's the last day of class, it's the final, and I have not been to class or studied, it's always a history class. I'm really grateful that I did my studying this time. Subscribe for more. Thank you for being here. See you next time. Bye.